Alright, I'm gonna get started with more of Traveler's Tales Gilded chapter. And,
Exploration and
I have an
trials.
Aoife right here. Let's talk to
Adventuring is
Aoife.
right up my alley.
All right, this should do the trick.
Prepping meds for baby saurians.
Ah, sharp eye, traveler. Here, check this out. A new formula I just whipped up. Works like a charm for juvenile saurians suffering from appetite loss.
Is that a feather he's holding up? Or is that just something attached to him that's sticking up?
Just
Oh,
one
it's something
problem.
attached, okay.
It's too good. If juveniles without appetite issues eat it, let's just say they start binging. Case in point, a few days ago, Kakuku swiped 2 tablets while I wasn't looking, and...
Still got room for seconds, bro.
Yep, I'd say it works.
Looks like the flavor profile needs a tweak. Otherwise, Natlan's gonna have a juvenile saurian obesity epidemic shortly.
Oh boy.
No way, bro.
Now that one's done. Let's look around, see if anybody else is up. I don't see anybody else. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's a Charlotte. Ah, that film seller sure got a loose tongue. I told him to keep quiet. You're not planning to do anything dangerous again, are you? Is that the kind of person you think I am? You think that I, Charlotte, would just go recklessly barging into foreign nations just to get a scoop? Charlotte. Then you'd be right. Yes. Yes, I am. But even so, I still need to get the editor-in-chief to approve. I must have pushed a dozen reasons to cover Natland by now. It's always a no. Not only that, but she won't even approve any vacation. I even promised to leave my cameras and spare film rolls behind during any personal trips to Natland. But you didn't mention Monsieur Verte specifically, and you can buy film on the way there. Hey, it's not like I lied to her. I might have just omitted a detail or two. And then, the scoundrel that sold me the film went and sold me out too. Ifarius went straight to my dad and told him to ground me for a month. Still, even if I can't go to Natland, Nodcray's fair game. I don't need them to fund the trip either. I've got plenty of savings. I've also heard my dad say he knows some correspondences stationed there, so it's a perfect place for a vacation with news-related perks. Sorry, I better yawn. Ugh. The Adventurer's Paradise, an asylum. Its reputation alone is worth writing a few pieces about. Okay, I'm off to buy some supplies. I'll need some warm clothes and a whole lot of spare film and equipment. Right. And I need to convince Mom and Pops, too, so they can contact their friend over there. Otherwise, I'll need to find lodging on my own. Charlotte's super excited about that. Oh, looky what we have here. Wait. I can't tell. I'll just use this one as a quick waypoint. She's probably on the shore anyways.
Try and stop me!
Oh, she's doing training. You at the front, keep moving. You at the back, catch up and keep pace. Double time it. Are you on a run or a date? And that person collapsed. Chef Bruce, a bunch of stragglers have keeled over. Really? Fantastic. Guess they volunteered for extra laps tomorrow. A little combat sprint training, and they're all tuckered out. That's what you get for slacking off during regular drills. Half push-ups, chest beneath the bar during pull-ups, cutting corners on laps. Think you're clever, do you? Thought I wouldn't notice. No way they can fight with their muskets like this. What'll they do if a criminal bolts? Ditch their gear and give chase? What does the training involve, exactly? It sounds really complicated. Not really. It's just getting them to the marked location within the time limit while carrying all their gear, retrieving the target item, and running back. That's it. Their packs don't even include the usual supplies for long-distance deployments. They only have to carry their firearms, ammunition, observation, and protective gear, and medkits. And how is location marked? I launch a signal flare. They must reach the spot where it lands and deploy themselves for battle there. A flare. Well, those can't fly too far.
But Captain, please stop using the Gardamex to fire the flare.
That's the part she didn't mention. Another subpar performance, and I'll be firing it from my musket. Alright, look alive, you slugs. Time for another round. Don't worry, those who fell out will be joining you. I'll make sure of that. On your feet, now. Move, move, move. Run, walk, crawl. I don't care what you do. I want to see every last one of you at their marker. At that marker.
Captain, please have mercy.
Oh, Dia's over here. Let's go say hi to Dia. Oh, wait, I should have gone to the other waypoint. This one. This one's technically closer. And has this little doodad. Okay, let's get one more clip. Yeah, those moves are perfect. Here on vacation, Dia? Traveler! Small world! Actually, I was brought on as a bodyguard for a Frontinian merchant ship recently. We docked at Romaretime Harbor 2 days ago, and it'll be a while before we depart, so I figured I'd do some city sightseeing. I'd heard merchants raving about Fontanian clockware mecca. Gotta say, they weren't kidding. The craftsmanship's exquisite, and those dance moves? Now that's what I call elegance. I was just thinking, steps like those would be perfect for a human dancer too. You're into dancing too, Dia? Kinda. This is from my Lady Dunuzard and Nilu, though. They're working on some new calligraphy and have been asking around for ideas. I was just thinking I could record these mechanical dancers and have them viewed in clips. Who knows? Might spark some ideas. Still, that tall one, Coppelius, right? His moves seem to require some power to pull off. Not only does he have to spin his partner around at high speed, but he also needs to lift her up. That's gonna take some serious strength. Between my lady and Nilu, who's gonna do that, exactly? What if you took the leading role? You've definitely got the muscle for it. Me? Oh, no. I can muddle my way through some simple steps, but complex routine? Not my thing. Last time Dunuzar dragged me onto the dance floor, the beat ran circles around me. I kept stepping on her dress, and we both nearly tripped. During the break, she changed into a short skirt and had me follow her lead. Did you have a good time? Dancing with her? Of course I liked it, but I'm just not cut out to be a dancer, no matter how you slice it. Still, if she wants to practice a dance like this, I'll just have to grit my teeth and try to take the lead. Guess I'll have Dunazar dig that old skirt out once I get back. Looks like it'll finally see some use again. Yay. Oh, I got another one for Charlotte. Let's go say hi again.
Full throttle.
Uh-oh.
You don't need any kind of camouflage to fit into Not Cry. People from everywhere in all walks of life congregate there. There isn't a thing you could wear that would stand out.
Huh? Really? Then I'll just wear what I've got on now.
You'll freeze to death.
Tactful as always.
I'll make you something more suitable for the cold. Come pick it up in 2 weeks.
Understood. Thanks, Shiori.
It's nothing. Oh, and by the way, those gloves you were eyeing earlier, they'd clash horribly with your look.
Oh, well, I was just browsing.
And you won't accidentally bump into Clorand in my shop either.
What? I wasn't.
When she orders gloves from me, I usually have Kirara deliver them straight to her door. The only person you'll meet camping here for her is Chevreuse. Perhaps you've a taste for the Special Patrol's hospitality?
Nope, none at all. Zero interest.
Like I said, 2 weeks, in-store pickup.
Yes, got it, and thanks.
Traveler, sorry to keep you waiting. If you'd like to buy something, just say so.
Well, I'm also just browsing.
I'm a bit busy, so no invitations to come in for tea and chit-chat today. You know our business hours, so if you'd like to try or buy, just drop by then. I'll be heading back in. And, little Miss Journalist, remember, 2 weeks.
Yes, absolutely. Looks like nothing gets past Shiori. Time to change tact. You even came here to stalk Clorand, excuse me. Someone told me that Clorand sometimes comes here to buy gloves. Turns out he was playing me for a fool. Forget it. That's not what matters now. My priority is to stock up and prepare for my trip to Nod Cry. You convinced your parents? Mom wasn't totally sold, but I never imagined how supportive Pops would be. He even gave me advice and helped me plan some potential potential vacation spots to visit. And not only that, he helped buy a bunch of stuff and sent letters to his friend there, asking them to help look after me. I already know them, though. Veteran reporters, all. Sounds like your dad saw right through you. He's really supportive of you. Of course. He's the best dad in the world. Naturally, he's the top reporter in all of Teyvat, too. If we're lucky, Traveler, we'll see each other in Nod Cry. Node Cry? Is it Node Cry or Nod Cry? Whatever. Oh, Kirara's here. Does she have a voice, or am I gonna have to say the lines? What are you... Okay then, you're inside. It's too hot. It's so hot. It's still too much. But this just doesn't taste any good if left too cool for too long. Oh, taste testing? Having some trouble? Traveler, you're here. Kirawa just delivered a bunch of fresh fish from Inazuma. I was just thinking that since she came all this way, I should make some piping hot Liyue cuisine for her. After all, a bit of heat is worth 3 fresh ingredients. So, so good. Hot. So good. Meow. Hot, 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 hot. Please don't feel obliged. We've got plenty of cold dishes here in Liyue too. I can whip one up for you. But this is boiled fish. But this boiled fish is really delicious. I want to try some more. Phew. Cold water. Soak it in some cold water. Cool it off first. Meow. Still too hot? Too spicy. So she's got a cat's tongue after all. Take it easy. Here, quick. Put this rice ball in your mouth. Dad says it helps with the spiciness. Wow. Bit better. Let me think. What are some good choices for cold dishes? Wow, this onigiri is great too. Just as delicious as Granny's sweet and sour. That's a given. I added steamed potatoes and sweet flowers as well as dried plums and berries. Huh? Why'd you eat it all already? Tongue! My tongue! It's on fire! Hot, 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 hot! It only happens with the spiciness while it's in your mouth. Quick, there's another. And this time, don't scarf it. Don't just scarf it down. That was an interesting interaction. Ooh, Kali's over here.
Hip.
Try and stop me!
Oh my god. I got into such a weird spot. Where in blazes are you? Oh, there she is.
Okay, I've got it. Thank you, Kale.
If you're interested, you can also read the section on Niloputta lotuses in A Study of Properties of Rainforest Vegetation. If anything gives you trouble, come find me anytime and we can talk about it.
Understood. Thanks again, Kale.
I told you not to say thank you so much. Senior Researcher Kali, always a pleasure. Traveler, it's you. Please don't tease me like that. You look so professional. Definitely nailing that senior role model look. No. I was just helping out my junior colleagues with some of their homework on plant identification. That's all. There were originally only supposed to be 2 or 3 people coming over a quick study session, but I never imagined so many people would show up. Once again, it was Master Tainari who stepped in. He helped us reserve one of the bigger unused classrooms. We never could have had seats for everyone otherwise. It's just that I had planned to sit down with everyone and review the questions together, but Master Tainari made me go up to the podium. Uh, it was my first time up there. There are so many people down below that I froze. Couldn't say a single word. I'd prepared for days in advance, even reorganized all my notes from my old patrols. But once I was up there, my mind just went blank. I couldn't remember anything. Thankfully, Master Tenari did the introduction for me and had everyone say their piece. He then summarized all their questions and left it to me to answer them. I loosened up after answering the first few and really started to get into it. By the end, I almost forgot he was still there. I guess I must have been really focused. Looks like your hard work is paying off. You did put in the effort, you know. Yeah, and it's also thanks to everyone else's help, too. Uh, you haven't forgotten to eat, too, have you? Ahem, that's right. I was just so busy today. I haven't had much to eat since this morning. I'm gonna go eat now. I still have to go be his teaching assistant later. See you next time, traveler. Heh. Maybe next time I'm up there on the podium, it'll be for an official lecture, not just tutoring. Yay. Let's see if there's any other. Ooh, Sino back here again. Is he back with Tainari? Or is he there by himself? Oh, that's actually past him. Oh, by himself.
There should be enough bark samples. Next, soil collection.
What you doing? Mushroom picking, are we?
I came here to assist Tainari with collecting plant samples. He directed me to come collect bark around here. But these trees are covered in mushrooms, and I have to clear them away. It's not easy. I can't help but wonder just how these mushrooms got to that size.
Environmental factors? The climate, perhaps?
Right. Tainari also talked about how the environmental factors influencing the growth of fungi are extremely complex and varied, each interacting with the others. Even the smallest change in one variable can greatly impact their growth process.
I thought you were from Spontmod, Sino. Since when were you this interested in Amruta's work?
No, I've simply been pondering a question these past few days. Do you know why fungi only grow on trees and not on grilled meat?
Eh?
Because that's what they've always done. They're all vegetarians.
Oh my god, Sino, that's a terrible joke. Okay, hopefully that's the last one for today. I still haven't checked in Azuma yet. Oh my god, there's another Dia. I don't know if I can do the same voice again.
Full throttle.
I'll expedite it, but custom-made clothes normally take longer to make. Should you leave before they're ready, I'll ship them to you via Komini Express.
Understood. You have my thanks.
Oh, it's nothing. You gave me very precise measurements to work with. This shouldn't take too long. Oh, and if you'd like, I can tailor dancing clothes for you as well.
Huh? I don't need any. I'm just buying this so I can practice with my lady. Normally I'd never get any use out of them.
Is that so? Yet your eyes lingered on every single article of dancewear in my boutique. If I'm not wrong, you favor satin? With wave motifs and shorter hems? With ties on the wrists and sashes at the waist.
Wait, when did you... That's so specific.
I merely followed your gaze and made a few simple observations. So, how's about it? If you'd like your own outfit, now's the perfect time to have one made.
Short
on moral.
No, that's not it. I brought enough, but...
So you're hesitating for other reasons. Do you have any coins with you?
Huh? Yeah, I've got some, but...
Flip one. Heads buy, tails don't.
Deciding with a coin toss? That feels pretty arbitrary. Yeah, that's way too random. I actually...
Toss it. Now.
Don't mess with Shiori. She's a bossy little thing.
The moment you do so, you'll know what your heart wants.
Dia takes out a coin and flips it. Rotates a few times before she catches it on the back of her left hand, slamming her right over it.
So, heads or tails? You needn't look. If right now part of you was whispering, please be heads. It's time for you to buy yourself a new outfit. Don't miss out on something you truly want because of some meaningless concerns you may have.
Alright, boss. Make me some clothes.
Excellent. Step inside and you can tell me about your requirements. Over some tea, of course. Traveler, care to join us? We can take your measurements while we're at it.
I'm good, thanks.
Suit yourself. Just drop by during our normal operating hours when you'd like to place an order. I trust you know when those are by now. Ms. Dia, this way, please.
I wonder if we'll get a special event thing where we can get clothes for Dia. I would actually really like that. Depending on what they are, I might actually buy them. But you better have start having a matching outfit set. I ship those two very much. And look, it's a Lenny.
Still a ways to go.
Lenny, what are you doing here?
Traveler, I never imagined I'd run into you here. Seems I owe that Gus just now an apology. It blew my hat away, seemingly for no reason. But no sooner had I caught it that I ran into you.
Planning a visit to the Institute, are we?
Yeah. There's a researcher I'm looking for. One who's also interested in magic. He said he'd like to talk shop with me. Word is that he's invented all kinds of fantastic devices that are perfect for some truly amazing tricks. For example, he once made a miniature thermos that he kept stuffed up his sleeve. All he had to do was twitch his finger to activate the mechanism, and voila! The ice within would slide down and out through his sleeve. The ice trick, one of his myriad magic tricks.
Does that really count as magic? Feels more like cheap sleight of hand.
Of course it counts. Just think about it. You're a poor office worker sweltering behind your desk. You want nothing more than to head out and buy an ice-cold Fanta to quench your thirst. But it's just way too hot. The Fanta machine's broken and only dispenses warm Fanta, and there's no ice anywhere in the office. Just as you totter on the edge of despair, the colleague beside you claps their hands, and a few ice cubes suddenly appear in your cup of Fanta. Just imagine, how would you feel?
I drink the ice-cold Fanta first.
Now you get it. That's what he researches. Close-up magic for daily use. That's why I'm paying him a visit, too. I'd love to help him refine his close-quarters tricks and improve the impact of his close-up performances. After all, the most important part of magic is the performance, especially when you're up close and personal. Perform well and the audience will be spellbound. They'll think, I need to get closer. No, closer. I must see what surprises this magician's got in store for me.
What?
Here, This is for you, to commemorate our meeting today.
He loves to give us those roses. I'd say you're actually the greatest magician, Lenny.
Thanks for playing along. You truly are the best audience I could ask for. As long as you're beside me, I know even the thorny tricks will go off without a hitch. Uh-oh. Would you look at the time? I'd better not keep our man waiting. See you next time.
Okay, that one's done. Oh my god, that really, okay. How many more of these? Oh god, he's right there. That's convenient.
I'm serious. You should let me come with you. Or, if not me, then at least find some mercenaries to join you.
What's Sino doing that you think he's too dangerous to do by himself?
A large group moves too slowly. Speed is what we need to catch a fugitive like him.
But
that's enough. Proceed as planned. We have to get him on the first try.
Yes, General Mahamatra.
Trouble brewing?
Nothing major. A scholar made a prohibited device and fled the academia with it. We're already in pursuit. We've decided to act discreetly to avoid alarming the general public.
Sounds like you're going alone, then?
Affirmative. The plan is all set. Other Matra will prepare the trap, and I will go alone and drive him into it. He's cunning. He's already outwitted multiple Matra tracking him, and some sustained significant injuries.
And it popped up during the recording. Fuck you, NVIDIA.
But he won't escape this time.
I know you won't fail, Sino. You've got this, General Mahamatra.
Don't worry. I'm just scaring a cowardly little jackal. It'll jump into the trap on its own. If it resists, then the sands will claim it. It's fine. I handle cases like this all the time. There won't be any surprises.
Not even a single joke. Can't say I'm used to this side of you yet.
Sorry. Inspiration eludes me for now. I'll be sure to tell you a good one once I get back.
You know he's serious when he can't crack a terrible joke. Okay. Let's go back to Fontaine. Don't see anything in Fontaine. Oh my god, Kira was back in Liyue. God damn it. When will it end? Back in the kitchen? You're back at... Oh! Ah, I'm stuffed. And this time, my tongue was safe from being burned by heat or spice. Thanks, Chungyun. No problem at all, miss. With a well-stocked kitchen like Xiangling's, making a bowl of noodles is nothing. See? What'd I say? Told you I knew someone who makes delicious cold dishes. You're here too, Chungyun? Cold dishes? Oh, you mean... That's right, Chungyun's signature dish, cold noodles with mountain delicacies. It's just perfect for Kirara. I was passing through the area when Xiangling came up to me. She said she had something really urgent she needed my help with, so I followed her, and wound up making a bowl of noodles with some sides for Miss Kirara. When you put it like that, thanks to his condition, Chungyun can't handle hot or spicy foods either. Yes, happy coincidence. I use one of my recipes to prepare a simple meal. Thankfully, it seems to suit Miss Kirara's taste too. Chungyun, come on! We need to act like you don't need to act like a stranger. If you keep this up, I won't take you to see Iori or Ito. Ito and Iori? Why them? Chung Yun said he's always wanted to see supernatural creatures, but for some reason he's never managed to. Ito's a full-blooded Oni, and Iori's a proper great yokai, and it just so happens that I can make the introductions. Great yokai? Do they, Miss Kirara, what exactly are the spirits and monsters of Inazuma like? Do they harm people with magic? If they're really fierce, I can always ask the Lan Yan from Chunyi Vale's Lan clan to help. Her family's Kwaming arts will definitely be able to subdue them. Right, and there's also my friend Shinsho. His swordsmanship is top notch, and he'll definitely help. That's just the sort of noble soul he is. Chung Yoon, buddy, about that. Calm down a sec. Those two aren't the kind of supernatural creatures you're thinking of. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea, Chung Yoon. Iori and Ito are both good people. Good yokai. The worst, and I mean the absolute worst, thing that Ito's ever done is refuse to admit he lost a card game. He still owes me tricolor dango for that. Iori is also nice. It's just, every time I pass through Chinju Forest, he drags me to playing hide and seek. Huh? That's completely different from what I've heard. The books also say that everyone in Liyue stands on swords while they surf through the skies. Don't believe everything you read. That settles it. You're taking the boat with me in a few days. I'll take you to see them, and my granny too. Very well. I'll start getting ready now. Right, and I'll need to bring my yokai booklet too. To make notes saying this is not true? Sorry, I had to say that. One stat. I have 2 in Inazuma. Only 2 in Inazuma? Only 2 in Inazuma. Let's go to Inazuma!
Rev the engines!
Let's see who I come across first. Toma popped up first, so let's go to Toma. Oh! Which is to say that, as long as someone passes the exam and gets a domestic services provider license, they'll be able to take more repair and cleaning jobs. That's exactly it, Miss Kuki. The Yashiro Commission is promoting training and exams for housekeeping skills to help boost employment opportunities for residents seeking work. Going to take another exam, Shinobu? Job hunting, Shinobu? Oh, hey, traveler. That's right, I'm looking to the Yashimo Commission's housekeeping training programs. Toma says that as long as you complete a full course and pass the exam, the Yashiro Commission will issue you an official license. It's a significant advantage for job seekers. I imagine that with your talent, getting a license should be a piece of cake. You flatter me, but while exams don't faze me, the rest of the Artaki gang... Boss's last job was to give exfoliating back scrubs at Aisha Bathhouse, but he went at it a bit too hard and ended up scrubbing skin off too. Last month, Akira helped grill skewers at Smuru's. For everyone he grilled, he ate 3. Smuru would have been in the red for the whole month if bystanders hadn't intervened. And then there's Mamoru and Genta. Ushi's the only one who doesn't cause trouble, and that's because he doesn't need to work. Wouldn't that get them fired? Right on the money. When I asked, they all replied in perfect unison. Sorry, we got fired again. Heh. And short, aside from me, the entire Arataki gang is presently unemployed. Ah, so they're living a free and unrestricted lifestyle bereft of social attachment. Pretty on brand for the Arataki gang. So, Ms. Cookie, I take it that you intend to secure licenses for the gang, and in doing so, improve their job prospects? Yep, my thoughts exactly. But just dragging them there to take the test is probably pointless. It's better if I get the license first. Then I can go back and tutor them myself. That's much more likely to succeed. Very thorough. In that case, are you ready to enroll right now? Give me a bit. I need to go back and fetch my documents, and also give the boss a heads up. Sounds good. Once you're ready, you can find me at the Yashimura Commission to register you. You can sign up at any time before I go on leave. Got it. I'll be quick. Thanks, Toma. Now that's someone who doesn't mess around. Been a while, Traveler. What do you think? Without her, the Arataki game would be done for. Looks like she's going to rack up another certification. I'll do the Arataki one. You're going to take a vacation, Toma? Yeah, the Yashiro Commission is spearheading the domestic services training program, and once I finish assisting the others with the registration process, I plan on taking a long vacation. Lord Kamisato has already approved. I plan to head to Mondstadt to help my mother with a few things. Your mother? You're going back to Mondstadt? What's with the surprised look? Ah, I don't think I've ever shared much about my family with you. There's nothing special about them. My mom was born and raised in Mondstadt, and she's a Knight of Avonius. Wait, she's a Knight of Avonius? You never mentioned that before! Contact between Mondstadt and Inazuma has risen since the Sakaku decree was lifted, so it's gotten easier to write. Once I got a letter from her demanding I send her Inazuma wine so she could taste what you're drinking over there. But what can possibly rival dandelion wine? Shame, though. Even a taste of home might be a luxury for her now. Grandmaster of Arka's expedition is camped in Nodcry, and she received her orders to transfer. She's already en route to join them. It's been years since I last went back. Once I get there, I'll help sort through everything she left behind and see how much Mondstadt's changed. Given how far your travels take you, maybe we'll bump into each other there. Alright, so this way. I didn't want to read the bulletin board. Ah, and just like that, she's left. She looked like she was in pain, too. Must have had to go take her medicine. So what's it about this time? Oh, just in time, Traveler. Remember that case from before? I've already cracked it. Elementary for Heizo, I see. Was there but one truth this time? Naturally. Madame Kujasora wouldn't approve of closing a case if there was any doubt. I suppose I can tell you the whole story. You look like you might explode from curiosity otherwise. She probably won't come after me for leaking the case details. In short, the culprit was a student who frequented secondhand bookshops. Too poor to buy books, he'd just read them on sight. One day, he wrote a letter confessing his love to the girl he admired in secret and planned to slip it into her desk. But in the end, shyness got the better of him, and he retrieved it unopened. Dejected, he began to head back home. On the way, he wanted to crumple the letter into a ball and toss it, but couldn't bear to do that either, so he began mindlessly fanning himself with it. Just then, he passed a second-hand bookshop. So, to distract himself from his problems, he decided to head in and finish the novel he'd started reading a few days earlier. After finishing The Flesh-Eating Tree That You Shouldn't Mess With, he returned home, only to discover that his love letter was nowhere to be seen. Wait, he didn't leave the love letter stuck inside the book, did he? Exactly. He had accidentally used his love letter as a bookmark while reading. By the time he realized his mistake and returned to retrieve it, he found that the book had already been sold, and the shopkeeper couldn't recall the buyer's name. If anyone saw that letter... The poor kid must have been driving himself crazy, thinking, if anyone reads that, I'm done for. I've got to get it back, no matter what. Desperate, he turned to the modus operandi he'd read about in that same crime novel to retrieve it. I don't know if it's because he's actually really talented due to the book's meticulous and detailed descriptions, or maybe because Inazuma City's been so safe lately that nobody bothers with basic precautions. But he succeeded. He used the criminal techniques in the book to conduct numerous break-ins and threw all of Hanamizaka into chaos. As the case was initially pretty minor, only the Doshin were assigned to the case at first. But as investigations stalled, the public got more and more restless. So, Madame Kujo-Sara assigned me to take charge. Fortunately, it wasn't too complicated. As for the process, well, I'd say things went pretty smoothly. So how'd you catch the guy? Well, I didn't really catch him, per se. When the Doshin from the station bought a copy of the flesh-eating tree that you shouldn't mess with. He was going on about how I gotta see for myself how good a book that can make a criminal willing to risk it all is. And when he opened it, the letter just fell out. After reading this baffling love letter, everything clicked. So I just picked a time when classes were about to finish, intercepting our little criminal on his way out. He didn't even try to run. Of course he did. Turned tail and was about to bolt the second he saw me. So I just said, "If you run, I'll show the letter to your crush's desk mate." No sooner had I finished speaking than he meekly surrendered. Hazo, you're terrifying. Don't detectives walk the path of righteousness? It was a bluff. I would have never actually followed through with something that low. He might be a kid, but a crime is a crime, and crimes come with consequences. He'll have to take responsibility and pay all the restitution required. He was a bit too good at it. Feels like he's got a very dangerous talent. That's why I say that crime novels that romanticize crime end up desensitizing people to it. Something like this isn't really legal, right? No harm, no foul. It's no big deal. Once ideas like that start worming into people's minds, they might unknowingly turn into fools who cross the line. Traveler, do you think like that? Nah, absolutely not. Oh my, really? Tread lightly then. Should you act on these thoughts, I might get put on your trail, and next thing you know, Madame Cujo will be clapping you in irons. And we best avoid that scenario. She's rough with the cuffs, to say nothing of the chaffing when she leads you around. Oh, would you look at the time? I should head back to the station. The pile of cases on my desk isn't going to solve itself. After a debacle like this, I'm sure it won't be long before Madame Cujo takes us all on another public safety lecture tour. Ugh, let's just hope we don't have any idiot copycat criminals. Otherwise, overtime beckons again. I think that's enough for tonight. I don't feel like doing any more. I've done enough. Let's collect my rewards. I know I've done 3 with. Alright, so that's going to be it for now, and I'll see you guys later.